Where are we?
Oh. It's beautiful.
Admire it another time.
Right. We need to find Master Xehanort.
Yeah.
Greetings, I'm Solidus-Skully, and welcome to what is ostensibly the final part of the main story of Kingdom Hearts 3. Not the final part of the commentary, mind you, because we still have the Remind DLC left to go. But yeah, we're in a very mysterious land. You might be thinking that this is Kingdom Hearts itself, but alack no. You'll soon see what this land has to offer in all of its glory, but in the meantime though, well, bask in this glorious place. An area that is very familiar to many Keyblade wielders, of an elegant age, of a more civilized time. Those both mean the same thing.
It sure is awful quiet here.
Just go run around.
Hey! What? What's going on? Are you serious?
Get on to the station.
Oh, I don't think they're the locals.
Ready?
So, yeah, we don't exactly get to explore a lot of this town, but don't worry, that's what the Remind DLC is there for us to do. But in the meantime, this is also very much a main setting for the final boss fight, but yeah. In the meantime, we also get to fight the other aspects of Xehanort's heart that was initially in, well, you know, characters like Luxine, Marluxia, Luxord, Demix, all that kind of good stuff, except this time, well, yeah, we're fighting the Xehanorts themselves this time, but don't worry, this is very much our final boss fight in phases. By the way, I really love this fucking battle theme against the armored Xehanorts. It is sick as hell and, yeah, quite fun. And it's also here where we finally get to unleash the power that is, well, the Ultima weapon. Finally giving it the showcase that it deserves, and, yeah, what better time than now against Xehanort, as he finally has the Keyblade under his control. Yeah, see? Look at that. Took care of him quick smart, because we're badass.
Of all the places to be sent.
Master Xehanort!
Behold, this town. Once a seat of power for all Keyblade wielders. It is the nexus from which all worlds spring. Here I and my other selves can be one. United in Scala et Caelum.
Let's get him!
Yeah! You guys okay?
Down.
So, yes indeedy, this is Scala et Caelum. Once a seat of many Keyblade wielders, and this was in fact built upon the ruins of the original Keyblade wielder stronghold of Daybreak Town. But again, that's all more to do with Union Cross stuff. Again, this entire city was pretty much meant to be built off the back of, you know, that kid that you briefly saw, you know, in the Keyblade graveyard, Ephraimir. And, yeah, this was basically Xehanort's dream of the very place that he and Eric was trained to be Keyblade wielders back when he was kids, and again, that's all to do with, you know, the mysterious portals why Xehanort said, of all the places to be brought. Yeah, this is very much Xehanort in the Dream Realm. You remember the final world from, you know, being a place between death and dreams? Excuse me. Well, this is very much a similar place, so yeah, Sora, Xehanort, we're pretty much bridging the gap here. Which is also there to explain why there's no people around, and, well, why such a place still exists, despite the fact that none of the Keyblade wielders in the modern era have really visited it. Although Kingdom Hearts 4 will grant us this, as one of the screenshots revealed did see Mickey exploring around Scala et Caelum in one of the libraries that looked similar to where Ericus and Xehanort were playing chess, so yeah, this is actually gonna, you know, appear in the future, and that shot right there, again, flip that upside down, and that is Daybreak Town from the Union Cross era. So again, it was very much built upon the ruins of, you know, the Keyblade wielders of old, and, yeah. It also makes for a really cool setting for our final boss. But yeah, anything else, though, to kind of talk about the ultimate weapon. One thing I do want to point out, since I think I'm going to switch it out for the Kingdom Key shortly after this, you know, in keeping with continuity, is that, yeah, the ultimate weapon's playstyle seems to have been based upon the playstyle of, well, what would have been Noctis in Final Fantasy Versus 13, where he was utilizing a lot of kinetic blade attacks in the Versus 13 trailer, so yeah, that seems to have been a bit of an intentional thing. And given the whole Virum Rex aspects taking elements from Final Fantasy Versus 13, I wouldn't put it past him. But yeah, as for anything else though, yeah, Xehanort is pretty much putting us through his paces, and again, you might be wondering, considering that, you know, in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, you know, Ansem and Xemnas we fought, you know, giant, you know, either a mechanized dragon, you know, as we saw in Kingdom Hearts 2, or that giant organic spaceship from Kingdom Hearts 1. What exactly is Old Man Xehanort's Mecha of Destruction? It doesn't become immediately clear until you realize, you know, this here right now. This entire world, Xehanort's Dream Realm, for lack of a better phrase, is his giant mecha. So, yes, an entire world is his giant mech, so, yeah, thematically synchronous with, you know, the past two main title games. But yeah, needless to say, like, I mean, comparing this boss fight to the one from Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, it's really difficult to say, because, I mean, as you're seeing right here with all the attack patterns and the spectacle on display, again, like, I mean, they really did, you know, pour their money and time into designing an excellent boss fight, but, yeah, I can't really rate it any higher or lower than any of the other ones that we faced in the main numbered titles. I mean, it's sick as hell and a lot of fun to play. Oh, see, look, even him smashing Sora into the ground like that, visceral, punchy, and sick as hell. Yeah, I mean, again, there's a lot to be said about Kingdom Hearts 3 and how people are like, oh, well, I'm an internet personality and I think it's really disappointing. But, I mean, honestly, it is a fun boss fight, and again, it does end on its strongest note. And trust me, it's not over yet.
It's all over, Xehanort!
You thought you could contain me here, knowing all that you do about connections? There is one sky, one destiny.
And now we enter our final phase, Xehanort with the Kai Blade, taking off to Sora. But by the way, one thing I want you to notice right here as he handles the Kai Blade and is trying to unlock Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, notice that he's using a lot of light-based attacks all throughout this phase. Quite interesting. I mean, after all, Kingdom Hearts is light, and of course the Kai Blade being Kingdom Hearts' counterpart, again, I guess similar to, you know, unlocking the keys to life and death, well, yeah. Basically think of it as more of a light perspective kind of thing. But yeah, needless to say, this is going to be a great crescendo that does continue to escalate as we fight on top of the seat of power of all Keyblade wielders. And, well, yeah, everything that I said before still applies. I mean, again, Xehanort is still, you know, very much a challenge. I mean, again, there are some spectacle moments here and there, but yeah, at the same time, though, I mean, again, this is, you know, the series' main antagonist for the Dark Seeker saga, so he does bring his A-game and, you know, is desperately trying to fulfill his goals of a philosophical purge of, you know, the darkness from the worlds by beginning it anew, much in the same vein as many a Final Fantasy villain. See, look, up to and including those weird bizarro light patterns akin to your Sephiroth, Yu Yevon, fucking Ultimecia, Kefka, all those other Final Fantasy boss fights that take us to the deep reaches of space. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. You see, we're not quite there yet, but maybe someday we will eventually reach your surface, and on that day, well, eventually we'll find out what it's really like to walk across Kingdom Hearts. Which, I mean, again, apart from that, You know, I'll save those thoughts to the end. In the meantime, we still have an epic boss fight to, you know, take on. I wonder if those symbols have any particular significance down there. I know I'm looking at the wrong thing. I'm like, this sort of thing is like, oh, I'm in the middle of a battlefield, but I'm appreciating a pretty butterfly, rather than paying attention to the bullets whizzing past my head, but that's just how I roll, and, oh, dearie me. This is going to be dangerous. Oh no, God, I can't believe I had to wait to the final boss to explain this. But yeah, similar to Anti-Form in Kingdom Hearts 2, this is Rage Form. Basically, if you end up getting low enough health in the main game, you end up switching to Rage Form, which gives you a lot of attack power, but at the same time, you know, also leaves you vulnerable with the wrist charge ability, so yeah, you can't use any of your other abilities, you're pretty much locked into just purely attacking, and as is, you know, the specific game condition here, you need to beat the shit out of Xehanort and basically reclaim your light. So yeah, just as soon as Sora reclaims his light, then you can pretty much go back to normal, and yeah, that pretty much exits us out of this mode. Again, unfortunately, due to the fact that, well, you know, Kingdom Hearts is a much easier game than some of the past titles, and the fact that I'm just that damn good, well, yeah, we kind of avoided Rage Form throughout the entire playthrough. But I mean, don't worry, it's available in the final boss, so you do technically get to see it, so it's all good. By the way, notice how we go from pure darkness to the nobodies. See? Yeah, all eras of Kingdom Hearts' mainline titles are referenced here as we go from pure darkness, then to nothingness, and eventually we will get to witness pure light, as we will see quite soon. And yeah, all of those are Old Man Xehanorts. They're not even masking it anymore. All of those are Xehanort's darknesses, desperately trying to put a stop to us, as he wins Kingdom Hearts fair and true. But not if Sora, Donald, and Goofy have anything to say about it, as we pretty much near the end of it. But of course, just one last round. Boobs! Just had to get one more in there before the end.
It ends here and now.
Oh, my heart. Sora, Donald, and Goofy, the broskies, together at last, defeating Xehanort as was foretold. Yeah, this is a great ending to the boss fight, our friends helping us out, and quite frankly also a really cool moment as you hear Donald and Goofy call Sora back from the dead one last time to finally put an end to this. Kingdom Hearts is light, motherfucker. Oh yes, I added that in there, but I do know that Sora internally was saying it himself. So enjoy the cutscene, dudes and dudettes.
Why? How?
It's over now! You lost!
No, look. You are too late.
Are we really?
I don't know.
What's gonna happen?
A purge. The world will be returned whence it started. The world began in darkness, and From that darkness came light. From the light came the people, and the people had hearts. Evil burgeoned in those hearts, begetting more darkness. And that darkness spread across the world like a plague. The light, the symbol of the world's hope, was devoured by shadow, leaving nothing but ruin and utter failure. But the first light, the light of Kingdom Hearts, it can give us a new start. An empty world, pure and bright.
It wasn't your decision to make.
Then whose was it? The world needs someone to stand up and lead. Someone strong, to stop the weak from polluting the world with their endless darkness. Someone to dictate their destiny.
If so, you're not that person, Xehanort. A real leader knows that destiny is beyond his control, and accepts that.
You make me think of an old friend.
Look!
Oh.
You made it!
Are you okay?
Yep.
Kingdom Hearts is closing on the other side, but we managed to follow our hearts to you.
Master Xehanort. There's more to light than meets the eye. As I told you.
You sly fox.
Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort.
It is too late.
For us, perhaps, but not for them.
No. I can do this.
Enough. Checkmate.
I told you that you might be surprised.
Yeah, you got me.
Huh? Really? What? It's just, you never admit it when you lose.
That's 'cause I never lose.
Oh, come on.
Good game today.
I try.
Maybe I won't go as far as you.
Huh?
When the world needs a defender, they'll pick you, Ericus.
Huh? You think?
But that doesn't mean that I can't be there for you.
Yeah, and I'll be there for you.
Very well done. Terra, Aqua, then. Forgive your foolish teacher.
Master!
Master.
Master.
Then, I put you through such a harrowing experience. And Aqua, I left you with such a heavy burden. Terra, look after them for me. Please. Here. Ready, my friend? Yes.
Sora, let's close it.
Everybody help me out.
It's finally over.
Oh,
No.
We'll find Kairi. Let's head back to Master Yen Sid. We can figure it out.
No. I know what to do.
Sora!
My whole journey began the day I lost her. And every time I find her, she slips away again. I thought we'd finally be together, but she's out there, alone. Not for one more second.
What you do?
that's right.
Thank you, Donald, Goofy. But this time, I have to go it alone.
Sora, listen. The power of waking isn't to go chase hearts around. Even if you do locate Kairi, you might never come home to us again.
I will. And we'll both be back before you know it.
Please.
Let him go, Mickey.
Riku!
His heart and his mind are made up. Now believe in him.
Yeah. Safe journey, Sora.
Thank you.
And from this point forth, this is where the Remind DLC will go when you wish upon a star. But yeah, Remind DLC pretty much begins here for Sora, but yeah, that's stuff we'll be tackling next time. In the meantime, however, yeah, the Remind DLC is pretty much on the hunt for Kairi and bringing her back. But will Sora succeed or will he fail? Time will tell. By which I mean in the next part, which you'll see of Kingdom Hearts 3. In any case, everyone pretty much returns home and we pretty much see everybody gets a happy ending schema right here. Oh, Pluto, we haven't seen him in a while. And of course we also get to see a lot of other characters reunite with their loved ones. Queen Minnie with Mikhail the Moose. And we still see Daisy and Donald. Poor Goofy. Why doesn't Goofy have anybody to come home to? His wife is still dead. God, goodness knows if Max is canonical to the Kingdom Hearts universe. Man, poor Goofy, I'm sad now. But oh well, fireworks and happy joy, and Yen Sid is here as well. Having finally gotten up to actually do something by parting the Red Sea and doing his whole Gandalf spiel of you shall not pass. But in any case, they finally pay tribute to Master Eriquus, you know, as a final fond farewell. And I guess in this case, Aqua is pretty much Keyblade Master of the Land of Departure. And of course, Chirithy reunites with Aventus, budding friends from the Union Cross era. Although again, it is sort of up in arms as to whether or not Ventus actually tends to remember his time in Union Cross, but I don't know, I guess that's something that Kingdom Hearts 4 will probably elaborate on, you know, by the time it eventually gets around to it. As for anything else, we finally see Axel get a change of clothes, and yeah, this was his unique outfit. Just a dark-colored version based on you know, his Birth by Sleep ensemble, and Shion's outfit. It's actually very cute, snazzy, and kind of adorable for emo Kairi. And yes, Aiza, he's finally gotten over his jealous bitchiness arc, and he actually has a really cool fucking jacket that I desperately want. And now everybody's pretty much friends. Although there are a lot of fans out there that kind of feel like Saïx got off a little bit too easy, considering what he put Xion and Roxas through, but yeah, then again, maybe they'd let bygones be bygones and realize that Saïx, well, yeah, he wasn't exactly feeling himself. I mean, especially considering all the Xehanort plot shenanigans, but again, that's stuff that I'll cover in the Secret Reports video. Bet you thought I'd forgotten about that, didn't you? But in any case, now that we finally have a body for Naminé, she too gets to live on, and finally has people who love and care about her. Oh, jovial joy. Everybody's alive and well. And again, I know a lot of people are rather harsh on Kingdom Hearts 3 for sort of giving a lot of people, you know, a more jovial ending, but quite frankly, after all the angst, depression, and death, and, you know, everybody who suffered all throughout the games up to this stage, the happy ending for a lot of the other characters does feel earned in my eyes to get to where they need to go, and quite frankly, it is very happy, but at the same time, though, there's yeah, I guess if Riku can't have Sora, with his gay boyfriend, he can instead take Nominee. So, yeah, everybody gets a partner in the end. And now I have to keep on talking, because much in the same vein as Sanctuary and Simple and Clean, we have our closing theme of Kingdom Hearts 3, which is Don't Think Twice by Utada Hikaru. And no Skrillex. See, look, even Axel's Frisbees get in on the action as everybody has their day at the beach. And yeah, including Haina, Pence, and Alette, so Roxas and his friends finally get to go to the beach. Plot points paid off. And yeah, okay, I can understand why Donald is pissed, because that sand sculpture of Donald looks fucking immaculate, and yeah, he's every right to be pissed off. But yeah, everybody gets a nice jovial ending. And again, as I said, you know, it feels earned. Everybody's happy, everybody's got their wishes in the end. But yeah, there's still the whole aspect of Sora and Kairi. The lingering threads of will they, won't they? Well, again, if you could tell by them holding hands, go tee-hee, we're in love, yeah, that's probably going to be the focus of the next Kingdom Hearts game, or at least I hope it will. I mean, you are trying to build this up all throughout, aren't you? But yeah, what you're going to be paying attention to here, just before they can have a little snooch and, you know, start making babies. Kairi is crying. But why is she crying? Well, much like how, yeah, Kairi was, ripped apart from Sora, now Sora's ripped apart from Kairi. That was the penalty for abusing the power of waking. Sora ceases to exist. Because after all, if you commit a nature taboo, then you pretty much cease to be. So that's the big mystery for Kingdom Hearts 4. Where is Sora? Well, the secret movie of Kingdom Hearts 3 does pay dividends to that, and as well as a few hints in the Remind DLC, but yeah, needless to say, if you've seen the Kingdom Hearts 4 reveal trailer, yeah, that pretty much sums it up. But in any case, so that was Kingdom Hearts 3. A game that, rather inversely to Freelancer, which got quite a lot of viewership in ways that I didn't expect for a game so obscure, Kingdom Hearts 3's viewership had kind of tanked, which is a little bit saddening. I enjoyed this commentary, but I guess, I don't know, I guess people just weren't into it, but, oh well. That's the risk you run with online commentary and whatever. But as for the game itself, Kingdom Hearts 3 I find to be a lot of fun, and giving it a more complete run than I ever have before. I used to think that the game, even in its base form, was anemic in terms of content, but again, after investing fully in, you know, everything from, you know, some of the gummy ship stuff, you know, fighting Schwarzgeist, you know, investing in the Ultimate Weapon, detailing a few of the mini-games, to me it feels about as complete a package as Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 vanilla, and adding the Remind DLC on top of that, which gives you a bit of additional story content, you know, the data greetings and, you know, stuff like that. Again, it's really just sort of a case of, you know, the DLC ostensibly being the final mixed versions, which I get that people were kind of settled with, you know, by having them there, you know, for quite some time, since like 2012, 2014. Ostensibly having the final mix versions for years before Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out, and then ostensibly looking at Kingdom Hearts 3 vanilla as incomplete, but honestly, they complement each other here and there, and as a complete package, again, while there's a bit of uneven pacing in the story here and there, and, you know, it sort of jumps from 0 to 100 by the time you rescue Aqua, I don't know, it was a fairly enjoyable ride while I had it, you know, Frozen Land notwithstanding, but apart from that, it's a reasonably fun game. I mean, the combat system compared to Kingdom Hearts 2 might seem a little bit more floatier, as is the case with a lot of the Osaka-developed games, but again, there is so much variety to the combat, in terms of how you mix up your movesets, the different Keyblade transformations, and, you know, the different finisher moves you can pull off, that, again, depending on your playstyle and what Keyblades you like and can switch to on the fly, again, it makes combat visually interesting, and you have some really well-designed bosses throughout a majority of the game, so, quite frankly, yeah, I'm reasonably satisfied with what Kingdom Hearts 3 has provided for us. But I suppose there is one thing I can talk about in terms of the ending that a lot of people have a problem with, and that was Xehanort's quote-unquote redemption, which I just want to say right here, redemption is not absolution, and more to the point, Xehanort wasn't really redeemed in the slightest, he just gave up. You know, as is the case with, you know, Xehanort's whole thing with him playing a chess match against Eriquus, he lost. Again, he relinquished his victory knowing that it was futile in the face of fighting against impossible odds, and in the end, Sora was the victor. You know, he claimed his loss with dignity, and believe it or not, he actually was the first one to bequeath Sora with a Keyblade. yeah, the punk kid that was pretty much given hand-me-down Riku's Keyblade in Kingdom Hearts 1 was actually bequeathed his own by Xehanort. And the Keyblade, no less. I mean, who the fuck needs to be crowned as master when you have the fucking Keyblade with you, so... Yeah, quite frankly, I don't really know what a lot of people's damage is when they say, like, oh, Xehanort got off too easy. I mean, what the fuck do you really want? He fucking died. I mean, more to the point, like, I mean, again, if you're gonna talk about the whole idea of, oh, he didn't face justice or punishment, I mean, you had Sora kicking the shit out of him throughout the boss fight, so... Really, I mean, there's your penalty game. Yeah. But in any case, so, that's pretty much the end of Xehanort, the end of Veriquus, and, yeah, that pretty much concludes the Dark Seeker saga. I mean, there is still more Kingdom Hearts to come. I mean, obviously Kingdom Hearts 4. And as was running concordantly at the time, there was Union Cross, which, you know, continues plot points going forward. There was also Dark Road, which was pretty much, you know, Xehanort's backstory, which, again, was done in a similar browser mobile game to what you saw before. So yeah, more to come in the future. But in the meantime, though, we do still have, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 on the horizon. And I hope to see some more information about it, sometime by the end of the year, hopefully. I mean, again, even if it's not a release window, at least another trailer perhaps to at least give us an idea of what's going on. Much like what's going on here with the Where Are They Now? As we can see right here, you know, Olympus and Greece and everything is pretty much on the mend. Oh, finally. That upskirt shot of Hercules. Yes, they've chiseled the dick nice and finely. And even the voiceless, Pete and, Pete? No, I was thinking of Phil. That's his name. Even he gets in on the action, despite not having a voice in Japan anymore. Sonic Lost World music, da-da-da-da. Well, I gotta make up commentary. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, in any case, yeah, the Grand Bistro is pretty much doing well, as you saw during the cleanup video. So yeah, Ratatouille continues to make delicious dishes and go, precisely! And Scrooge McDude continues to make some serious bang for his buck. Oh, and by the way, Ratatouille didn't even need Sora's help at all. He's pretty much cooking all these meals on his own, so... really a bit of a pointless minigame. Well, I mean, speaking of pointless minigames, I didn't get the classic Kingdom Keyblade either, so... Whatever, at the very least, you got to see the, you know, Ratatouille Keyblade, for all it was worth. So, let's see who else is, doing the rounds. Andy's room. Which, by the way, once again, pay reference to that. Yeah, the Toy Story creators do consider the Kingdom Hearts interaction with the Toy Story universe to be canon, so... Yeah. I don't know what to make of that, but... In any case, Andy returns home and, yeah, the toys get to live out their days until... Toy Story 5, The Quest for Peace. And also, you can tell that they didn't bother to model the room, because, just cut away before the door opened. Because I suppose it really would have been pushing the budget to model the rest of his house. And this also pretty much homages the ending towards The World's End. Although I'm kind of misremembering aspects here. I seem to remember that, you know, when Will Turner returned, you know, after serving on the Flying Dutchman for 10 years, that Elizabeth Swan was with a child here, which was meant to be, you know, Will Turner and Elizabeth's kid, that I think later appeared in On Stranger Tides, I want to say, but whatever. I'm not really too sure. I might be misremembering the ending to that film, and, that queashed. They probably just couldn't be asked making another character model. Well, see you later, Mr. Gibbs. We'll look forward to seeing you again in Doctor Who as Hugo Lang, the Space Security Officer, and again as, Professor Jericho, in a slightly... Actually, no, Twin Dilemma and, the Flock story arc are pretty much neck and neck in terms of how people view it. Well, at least a classic to modern series anyway. And then there's Big Hero 6. They no longer Big Heroes suck, and now they Big Heroes save everybody. With 2 Baymaxes to save the day. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of all that aspect. Yeah, I guess I should probably talk about what game I'm going to be covering next. I was thinking about Sonic Frontiers, but it might still happen, but at the same time, you know, again, with the review and everything sort of taking up a lot of my time, yeah, I might end up saving Sonic Frontiers as a commentary for later on. In fact, I'll tell you what, again, for the last commentary that I ever do, it'll be Sonic Frontiers, which probably won't be for a while, because I got a dozen other games I want to cover. So I guess next up on Commentary Land, or something that might actually show up during Kingdom Hearts 3, as, you know, I've kind of recorded several parts ahead at this stage, compared to what I'm uploading at present, but, yeah, coming up next should be, for the Halloween season, Devil May Cry 2, which you'll likely have already seen at this stage. And I suppose as for anything else, after Devil May Cry 2, kind of feeling in the mood for Jak and Daxter: The Precursor Legacy, so yeah, for those of you interested in some Jak 1 action, yeah, gonna go back to some early 2000s platformers and take a look at life during a simpler time, where all you had to worry about was having 90 precursor orbs. Monsters Inc. still continuing to do their fatherly business. And then there's Frozen Land. They skate down and fucking whatever, this doesn't deserve commenting on. It ruined what was otherwise an actually really fucking intriguing tale of the original Snow Queen story. And more or less, again, like, I mean, comparing the original Snow Queen tale to Frozen as we're seeing it now, it just seems more like that Disney took the original concept and then just did whatever the fuck they want with it. I mean, to be perfectly honest, you can make a case that it has more to do with fucking Narnia than it does, like, the original Snow Queen fable, really. But whatever, I've ranted long and hard enough about all this, and I am tired. Oh yes, I'm tired. But then again, these credits are also rather lengthy, so acquiesced. And our last check-in for seeing where are they now is, of course, Tangled. At long last. The nerd Rapunzel, finally able to go outside and see her boyfriend, who was never blinded, and her tears do not cure blindness in this version. And the sorceress would later go on to kidnap Gerda and the Snow Queen. Dear God, what a fucking bizarre series of fables I've had to read. But then again, that's part of why I've enjoyed Kingdom Hearts and comparing some of the original fables to their different counterparts. It's... oh man, it's been really enjoyable. And now we have Winifred Fecal Matter, continuing to live its merry way, and something that we'll likely never see again in terms of, Kingdom Hearts. Well, I mean, I'd say probably. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 would seems like a decent place to put the pin in it, considering, you know, Sora's whole, he's getting older. And, you know, he's maturing up to become a young adult. But yeah. I mean, if we never do see it again, acquiesced. But again, I suppose now that we are very much in end credits territory and we still have a fuckload left to go, I guess maybe, not necessarily a wishlist for what I want to see in Kingdom Hearts 4, but at the very least what I'm hoping for. The first of which being, again, as you've seen how Kairi was treated throughout the game, I want Kairi to have a few more moments, you know, not just building up her relationship with Sora, but, you know, also her improving as a Keyblade wielder and having a stronger focus in actually finding Sora and playing a bigger role in the next story arc of the Lost Masters. Again, she's been pretty much given the show for most of the series up to this point, and while Kingdom Hearts 3 does give her a bit more to do, I don't know, it's just irritating to see her sidelined like this. I suppose the second thing I would also like to see would be, well, Kingdom Hearts itself. I want to actually visit that heart-shaped moon and walk around on its surface, and see all that it has to offer as an actual world in and of itself. I mean, again, I think it would be quite an interesting world. I mean, even if it does the Final Fantasy IV thing of, like, you visit the moon and it's just, you know, an alien surface, that'd still be an interesting biome to explore. And I suppose the third and final thing that I want to see, I mean, again, Nomura did state that, you know, Kingdom Hearts 4 is pretty much leading to the conclusion of, well, again, it's either leading to the conclusion of the series, at least under his reign, or potentially the next story arc. Well, I mean, all I really have to say is that I do hope it concludes the series on at least a decent note, and that the next story arc is, well, interesting. And I mean, there were a lot of people that were dissatisfied with Kingdom Hearts 3 not being the end of the series, or people who fell out of favour with the years since, but again, I want to say that I do have genuine interest in where the series is going. Like, I mean, again, you know, with all the stuff that's sort of locked away in Dark Road and Union Cross, and, you know, all the stuff to do with the Lost Masters saga, which you will be getting a sneak peek at towards the end of the video, so, you know, stay tuned for that. But again, I am genuinely interested to see, you know, how Sora resolves his current situation. I'm interested to see, you know, how this whole Yozora thing is going to pan out, as you will likely be seeing in a little bit. And indeed, I'm also quite intrigued to see how, you know, all these events play out, and yeah. I mean, we are stepping into new territory here, but quite frankly, I'm intrigued, damn it. I mean, again, there might be several mysteries that are left to be solved, but at the same time, Life is full of mysteries, and again, if you solve all the mysteries, well, it's even the point of seeking out answers. Might as well just fucking stop. As handsome Seeker of Darkness had stated, there is much more left to seek, so go forth and seek it. But yeah, I mean, if there's anything else I can say as any other closing remarks on Kingdom Hearts 3, yeah, soundtrack is pretty fucking good. Yoko Shimomura, several other guest instrumentation people that I can't even be fucked to remember right now. Great stuff. But as for anything else in terms of what Solidus-Skully is going to be doing in terms of reviews up next, something that you may or not be seeing when or later when this video comes out, yeah, we've got Primal coming up next. Hopefully Doom 3, if I can manage to get that in time, although then again that depends on, you know, life schedules and things going on, and then after Doom 3, oh, that'll pretty much be Sonic Frontiers, so you pretty much have 2 non-Sonic reviews left, and then the end of Skully reviews as you know it. It's a bit of a... oh man, it's a bit of a pill to swallow, but in any case, for those of you who've been joining me since Kingdom Hearts 1, or just joining with Kingdom Hearts 3, unlikely as that is given the viewership, well, thank you very much for joining me throughout these Kingdom Hearts games. It's been a blast, a lot of fun to play through, and if you're exiting stage right with the Xehanort saga or continuing on, well then I appreciate your support. You guys have been kick-ass, and you girls have been kick-ass, and everybody's been kick-ass, like our lords and masters of the Disney Corporation, not really, and the Pixar Corporation, not really, and Squaresoft Enix Corporation, not really. Kingdom Hearts 3. What a legend. And now we're teased with Lost Masters.
Finally, back where it belongs.
Did you summon us back?
Yep.
Is that you, Lucio? You look different.
Haven't heard that name in a long while. These days they call me Zigbar, but hey, whatever suits you.
Is it really you?
Yeah, but some time ago I had to cast my old form away. Been through plenty more semblances since, but it's still me underneath it all.
What happened? Why are we here? You tell me!
I had a role to play. And after all these years, it's done.
What role?
I guess Ava didn't make it after all.
Meaning what?
I told her, clear as day, what it is I had to do.
And is that why you decided to exclude her?
As if. Ava had her own mission, and she carried it out.
I've heard enough! Lucio, what was your role?
I hope you like long stories.
Oh, right.
What's this?
I heard about this new game.
Seven black pieces. And?
Just watch.